Hello, everybody. Today, I'm lucky to be joined by Azzan, one of our wonderful Year 7 students, and we want to give you a little bit of an update and insight into what has been happening in wellbeing across the school at the moment.
Yep.
How does that sound, Azzan?
Pretty good, yeah.
Beautiful. So, as many of you know, we've been working really hard as a school with our parents, our staff, and our students on not only defining and understand wellbeing, but making sure that we can strengthen the learning that is occurring across the school and bring as many meaningful learning experiences as we possibly can. Now, from KG to Year 13, over the past few weeks, we have embedded a new scope and sequence where we focus on a theme that runs through the entire school, an overarching theme. And this term, Azan, we're doing Engage and Connect, aren't we? Now, in each year level, classes have different topics that they're working on. And they look different in terms of development, meeting the needs of young people, and building complexity when students progress from KG to Year 13. Now, Azan, what are the three themes that your class are working on this term?
So one of them is upstanding, the other is authenticity, and the other is innovation and creativity.
Beautiful. Now, we're going to speak specifically, Azan, about upstanders because I know you've been doing some incredible work around upstanders and the importance of it in wellbeing at school at the moment. Now, can you tell everyone, what does upstanders mean?
So upstander, in a brief and simple way, upstanders are people who stand up for people who are being bullied or experiencing any type of bullying. So
Beautiful. And you and one of your classmates, Varric,
yeah.
have been working really hard as you're a compassionate systems ambassador as well, aren't you? Yep. And you've been working really hard to develop a systems thinking tool called the 4-player model, a game around upstanding behavior. Now, can you share for us what did you get to do last week with that and tell us a little bit about the tool, but also what you did last week of using that?
So basic to understand this, the 4-player model, it is the natural way a group works. So there's opposers, movers, observers, and supporters. The movers are usually the people who spit out the first idea. Opposers are the people who oppose of that idea, as in the name. So, but opposers don't actually just have to oppose, they can actually add on to the idea. Supporters can choose to support the opposer or the mover. Observers, just in the name, they observe the whole thing happening. But observers can also become movers. They can become any of the three other roles.
And Azan, it's super interesting, right? So why is it good to think of upstanding behavior in terms of a 4-player model?
So with this one, the first one who starts who starts standing up for the other person is the mover themselves. Opposers might be the bullies, or they could also be other students who think it's a bad idea to stand up, because then they'll be targeted as the bullying as well. So they're trying to avoid danger. And there's supporters who support either the opposer or the mover themselves. And the observers, bystanders. If you don't know what a bystander is, they just watch the bullying happening. And yeah.
Now, last week, Azan, you took your learning that you had been doing in Year 7 and you went into classrooms in Year 4.
Yep.
And I got to come in and observe you run a whole half-hour lesson on this and facilitate it with the two classes across Year 4. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
So it was a good experience. They were actually more well-behaved than I expected, because in Year 4 myself, I wasn't that well-behaved. So in my opinion, it went well, smoothly. They understood the concept really well. A few of them even knew what it was. I think they were probably the compassionate systems ambassadors from last year. I think I remember a few familiar faces. And yeah, it was a good experience. All in all, I'll do it again.
Beautiful. And I think they really appreciated having you in there as well. It was great to see that, that peer-to-peer learning and what transferred there. Now, important question. So we learn about these topics in the classroom. We want to bring these things alive. How do you think learning about this and everything that you've designed and experienced changes behaviors in the real world or out on yard or beyond the classroom?
So, me myself, I have seen. So this is during the like bullying thing. I have seen more people stand up for like bullying or stuff like that. I've seen more and more people actually become braver after that because they've learned about it. They know what to do. They know the five, I think it's 5 simple ways, right? The 5 simple ways to like help with the bullying and try and sort it out. And eh, in my own opinion, this game can help people like when they're in a group, when they're in a group working while they're working, they might experience this exact same thing because this is how the basic structure of groups works. That's the base, the four-player model. Um, the movers make the idea. It's just natural because it happens everywhere. If you go to a job somewhere else when you grow up, there's gonna be people who oppose you, who don't want to go with your idea, or they think but or they add on to the idea, and this can be applied a lot in real life situations.
I love it, Azan. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences with us. It was so fantastic to watch you in the classroom last week, and I know that the primary school really valued it as well. Thank you for sharing all your learnings. And we look forward to bringing you some more student activities and highlight some more great things happening in wellbeing across the coming weeks. Thank you.
Yep, no problem.